Tonight's Prime Movie is brought to you in part by Citibank, MasterCard, and Visa.
I've never seen a flood this bad before. Water came up to my roof.
It ruined my clothes, furniture, everything.
I knew it'd take time to replace all we lost. I needed some things right away.
We got a lot of calls from our Citibank Visa customers in Galveston. We were able to give them emergency credit line increases, cash advances, anything we could to help.
Citibank Visa made life a little easier during a real hard time.
Not just Visa, Citibank Visa.
Your Toyota dealer thinks you should know the real value of a car is what you save after you buy it. In depreciation, repair, and fuel costs, a Ford Tempo can drain you dry. On the other hand, a Toyota Corolla requires much less. Projected repair costs are less than 25 cents a day, and you get so much in return. Your Toyota dealer can save you a lot now on a Corolla that will save you a lot later on. See your Toyota dealer. We deliver value today and tomorrow.
So, you're going out and about after this, huh?
Stand by, on air at 5.
Yep. Hey, let's take a closer look at the lakeshore this evening where things are loosening up around the edge. Not the boat. The restaurant, a boat. We'll be seeing you tomorrow. That's it for me. See that boat down there? Yeah? Well, there's someone very special waiting. Ah, so you're going out and about in the boat? Yeah.
The earth, nature's gift. It's there for you to use, to do something healthy, to keep yourself in balance. And there's always Evian natural spring water from the French Alps. Another of nature's gifts you can use to do something healthy.
Flight 90, Disaster on the Potomac, co-starring Stephen Mott, will continue after this.
No great plans for Saturday night?
The boys will probably get drunk and then want to make out.
Have we got a hot time for you?
Let's party!
There'll be dancing.
That's what we want!
There'll be laughter. And there'll be lots of surprises.
Wow!
Because Tracy Ullman is moving to Saturday night.
As a matter of fact, I am.
The Tracy Ullman Show, Saturday at 9:30, 8:30 Central and Mountain.
Do you have bad credit or have trouble establishing credit? Have you been turned down for credit cards before? Now you can solve your credit problems with a secured Visa or MasterCard. If you've had problems getting a credit card because of poor credit history, bankruptcy, or no established credit, this is the opportunity for you to receive your own Visa or MasterCard. Join the tens of thousands of other people who improved and established their credit rating. Call the 900 number on your screen, $6 for the call. It's a small price to pay for the opportunity to rebuild your credit. Just pick up the phone and call for your free information and application packet. Be a part of the masses who are making their way back to the world of good credit. Visa and MasterCard mean respectability. Nearly everyone is accepted. Don't be left out. Call the number on your screen now and find out how you too can be on your way to having your own Visa or MasterCard. Do it now.
Lucky dog, lucky dog. I'm a new improved lucky dog. I got a new improved sweatshirt, see? I got a new improved bed.
Nap time, Ike.
Best of all, I got new improved Lucky Dog brand dog food from Purina in the blue bag. It's got the taste of beef, plus chicken, plus cheese. Everything is new and improved around here. Except the kids.
Make your dog a lucky dog today.
They destroy from within, yet they have no place to hide. They are vast in number. Now their days are numbered. You've met the destroyers, termites. Now meet the solution. The Orkin Man. Armed with one of the most sophisticated termite control systems in the world, he destroys termites and prevents their return. Guaranteed. The Orkin Man. One call destroys them all.
Chocolate. Nature promises the taste of rich, tempting chocolate. Breyers keeps nature's promise with real chocolate. Breyers starts with nothing artificial. Just fresh milk, real cream, and luscious chocolate. So nothing gets in the way of that rich chocolate taste. Breyer's ice cream, or Breyer's Light with 1/3 less butterfat than ice cream. We keep nature's promise.
Now let's return to Flight 90, Disaster on the Potomac.
Things happen.
And it always seems to be at the worst time.
Illness, divorce.
Something you just can't control.
Here on the Capital Motor Mile, we understand, and we can help.
We call it second chance credit. If you have a good job and a reasonable down payment, chances are we can put you in a new Nissan, Volkswagen, or Subaru at Capital.
If not a new car, definitely a like-new used car. Capital Nissan.
Capital Volkswagen, Subaru, because
things happen.
I love the challenge of preparing taxes because the laws are always changing and each client is different.
America's tax team knows how to deal with the changes.
At H&R Block, whatever your changes are, we can handle them.
We have the experience to help you with any change in your income tax situation.
We have to know the changes. We have to know the forms. That's our business.
Every year, more people come to H&R Block to get their tax returns done right.
We're America's tax team. Put us to work for you.
Think you've seen the ultimate Pizza Hut pan pizza?
You ain't seen nothing yet. But baby, you just ain't seen nothing
The new Grand Pan Pizza from Pizza Hut Delivery. The ultimate pan pizza with not 8, not 9, but 10 great toppings. Now get one Grand Pan Pizza for only $9.99 and a second for just $4 more.
Pizza Hut.
Gives you guaranteed morning delivery in the U.S. for just $8.75.
We deliver.
Delivery to over 95 countries worldwide for just $10.75.
We deliver.
With 46,000 drop-off points coast to coast.
We deliver.
Only express mail service from your post office. Because when it comes to sending it overnight or overseas,
we deliver for you.
This is a Channel 5 news update. Now, here's James Adams.
Good evening. In the news tonight, a man is arrested in Prince George's County after allegedly ramming his car into a state trooper's and trying to run the trooper down. Several hundred grams of PCP were found in his car. And the Senate is expected to approve historic clean air legislation. Now this.
I love Easter. We got all these American greetings cards from Mommy and Daddy and Kevin, stop it!
American greetings cards express your Easter wishes best. Stop in at People's today for a beautiful selection. And look for half-price specials on colorful Easter baskets, only 99 cents. And solid milk chocolate rabbits, just $1.49.
Imelda Marcos on trial for embezzling. Her story, tonight at 10.
So, how come you look so much like trouble?
I am trouble. I work out for a living. I'm bad.
You know why I look good? Because I do this half-hour workout every other day. You get aerobic, you get muscles, you get strength. This could be really hip.
Get started on a summer body now at Bally's Holiday. Get 25% off any new renewable membership. Call 1-800-FEEL-FIT.
Yeah, I mean, 30 minutes just isn't that much to donate to your body. Get pumping.
Now, big tags mean big savings at Circuit City's Big Tag Sale. Hurry in for big values on top brand camcorders. This Magnavox is now a low $699.97. This JVC, only $699.97. And this Deluxe RCA with free video light, just $899.97. Big brands, big savings. It's the Big Tag Sale at Circuit City, where service is state-of-the-art.
Chocolate. Nature promises the taste of rich, tempting chocolate. Breyers keeps nature's promise with real chocolate. Breyers starts with nothing artificial. Just fresh milk, real cream, and luscious chocolate. So nothing gets in the way of that rich chocolate taste. Breyers ice cream, or Breyers Light with 1/3 less butterfat than ice cream. We keep nature's promise.
There's an easy way to fit all of this and all of this into one closet. The Stanley Closet Organizer. It's a complete do-it-yourself kit with steel plank shelves that give you the strength of wood and the ventilation of wire. The best way to put an extra closet in your closet. The Stanley Closet Organizer. Now available from this fine retailer.
Sunday. He's one of us. A friend's return from prison means trouble for the Curtis brothers. You put my family at risk. The Outsiders, Sunday on Fox.
Now let's rejoin Flight 90, Disaster on the Potomac.
From New York, this is Fox News Extra. Good evening. Here are the stories we think you'd like to know tonight. On Capitol Hill, the Pentagon revealed some secrets surrounding a stealth fighter plane. It says it spent more than $6 billion to develop and build 59 of the F-117 fighters. That comes to about $100 million a plane. The president's on a fundraising swing through the Midwest. In Indianapolis, Mr. Bush urged support of plans to make America cleaner and safer. And he took part in a tree planting ceremony and dedicated that tree to AIDS victim Ryan White. In the courts, an angry judge in John Poindexter's Iran-Contra trial sequestered the jury. That's because he found out 2 of them were contacted by reporters. In New York, opening arguments in the fraud and racketeering trial of Imelda Marcos. The prosecutor accused the former First Lady of the Philippines of treating their national bank as her personal piggy bank. Her attorney claims that when George Bush was the vice president, he urged her late husband to invest in U.S. real estate. Now this.
In 18th century America, life was different. It still is. Come back in time to colonial Williamsburg. Come taste the different foods. Hear the different sounds. Smell the different smells. Meet the different people. For a vacation that's totally different, come to colonial Williamsburg, where 18th century America lives.
In sports, the Rebels of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas routed Duke last night in the NCAA championship game, 103-73. In tomorrow's weather, snow expected from West Virginia to western New York and across the plains, and it's going to rain from Virginia to Maine. I'm John Rowland in New York. More news later on this Fox television station.
This man has just met beauty.
You're angry, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And the beast.
Don't lose your head. I dropped my head. I broke my leopard.
2 of Hollywood's brightest stars.
You made a perfect spectacle of yourself.
In the screwiest of all screwball comedies.
Which way did it go?
That way. Now, even more colorful than before.
Yes. No.
Because it's in color.
Well, that's all I want to know.
Katharine Hepburn, Cary Grant.
I'm not quite myself today.
Bringing Up Baby, Wednesday at 8.
Flight 90, Disaster on the Potomac, co-starring Richard Masur, will continue in a moment.
It's the little things in life. The small things. You know, fun times, really.
It's a look. It's a feeling. Your heart skips a beat. You just know there's something there.
It's great, being in love. I'm really, really happy.
Romance is wonderful. Together dates are just terrific.
Together, the personal introduction service. Call Together today.
Time is slipping away, and your chance to save 51% on a Gold Charter membership celebrating the grand opening of the new Bally's Holiday in Wheaton is almost gone. Your last chance to get the latest equipment and facilities and 30 years experience all at 51% off is disappearing into thin air. That's 51% off at Bally's Holiday across from Wheaton Plaza. But hurry, because with an offer this good, unless you call now, you won't have a ghost of a chance of seeing it again.
Today's small cars are tougher than ever on oil. Their high-compression engines not only rev high, they can run hotter than regular small car engines. Their searing heat can begin to break down an oil immediately. That's why there's Castrol, the motor oil that in every grade provides maximum protection against viscosity and thermal breakdown. So use Castrol before your engine engine does something to get you heated up. Castrol, engineered for today's smaller cars.
At Perpetual, we've financed the building of hundreds of houses of worship, temples and churches that other banks had no faith in at all, because we believe in a financial principle the other banks seem to overlook, the one that's printed on every dollar we lend. In God, we trust. Perpetual, sensible banking.
It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to talk to. It's your thing.
Pearl knows in today's world there's no excuse for having only one pair of glasses. Because now when you buy one pair with the Pearl coupon, you get a second pair free. Offer available at participating Pearl locations and at Pearl Express, where you get glasses in 1 hour.
Now let's go back once again to Flight 90, disaster on the Potomac.
If you're a homeowner who needs money for any reason, then you need to call First Government Mortgage, because we're helping homeowners who need a home equity loan no matter what the reason, whether it's consolidating your bills, improving your home, or helping avoid foreclosure. First Government offers low fixed rates and 24-hour approval on most loans, regardless of your credit history. We even come to your home evenings or weekends. Call 731-6333 and see how our family can help your family. First Government Mortgage.
Hi, I'm Joe Garagio. I'm Yogi Berra. It's the bottom of the ninth at Toyota's Big League Sales Event.
Option packages, they're going fast. Factory-to-dealer incentives up to $1,300. Yeah.
While we got him, I'll take one. Yeah.
Joe, fans are still streaming in to catch all the late-inning action.
Any incentives left?
Lucky you got here now.
The excitement ends soon. But it ain't over till it's over.
Now, that's profound, Joe.
Hurry, don't miss Toyota's Big League Sales Event at your Toyota dealer now.
Push it, click it, press it, flick it, tune it in, turn it on. This is what you watch it on. Any way you work it, integrate your circuit at the city. Circuit City. Come to the place to welcome technology with a heart. Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
At Circuit City, we get higher customer satisfaction ratings than any other specialty home electronics and appliance chain.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
Who gives you guaranteed morning delivery in the U.S. for just $8.75?
We deliver, we deliver.
Delivery to over 95 countries worldwide for just $10.75.
We deliver, we deliver.
With 46,000 drop-off points coast to coast.
We deliver, we deliver.
Only express mail service from your post office. Because when it comes to sending it overnight or overseas,
we deliver for you.
Flight 90, disaster on the Potomac, will continue after these messages. This Channel 5 News Update is brought to you by Cotton Incorporated.
Good evening. In the news tonight, a mistrial is nearly declared in John Poindexter's Iran-Contra trial after a Washington Post reporter contacted members of the jury. A federal prosecutor in the embezzlement trial of Imelda Marcos says the former First Lady used the New York branch of the Philippine National Bank as her own personal piggy bank. Now this.
In the fading light, a cold blue haze, gay laughter and sad cries, these mark our day, the touch, the feel, the fabric of our lives, the touch, the feel, the fabric of our lives.
All the news tonight at 10.
From Touchstone Pictures, something shocking has happened to Ernest P. Worrell.
I'm magnetic!
And now he's attracting trouble like never before.
Are you all right?
Just fine, thank you.
He's attracting attention.
I recommend the lobster.
He's attracting danger.
He's had a real hard day.
He's attracting everything in sight. Ernest goes to jail.
2 thumbs up. Buffo. You know what I mean?
Rated PG.
Starts Friday at a theater near you.
What a dreary day. They could use a touch of spring. Like my new Spring Breeze scent White Cloud.
Oh, excuse me.
Wait, come back. I'm just one of the clouds that makes White Cloud.
You make house calls?
Only on special occasions like this. Smell my new Spring Breeze scent White Cloud.
Smells like spring.
Kinda gets you right here.
White Cloud, now in new Spring Breeze scent.
Celebrate the splendor of spring. Brought to you in part by Midas.
Right now, participating Midas dealers are having a sale on shocks and struts. Buy one, get the second one for half the regular price. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody.
Time is slipping away, and your chance to save 51% on a Gold Charter membership celebrating the grand opening of a new Bally's Holiday in Wheaton is almost gone. Your last chance to get the latest equipment and facilities and 30 years experience all at 51% off is disappearing into thin air. That's 51% off at Bally's Holiday across from Wheaton Plaza. But hurry, because with an offer this good, unless you call now, you won't have a ghost of a chance of seeing it again.
Flight 90, Disaster on the Potomac, continues.
Nobody has ever escaped from Stalag 17.
One of the greatest war movies of all time.
Not alive, anyway.
Prisoners of war, locked in a battle.
I'll kill you!
Where the enemy...
One of us is a stoolie, a dirty, stinking stoolie.
...is from within.
They'll have to kill me to stop me, so talk!
Otto Preminger, Peter Graves, and William Holden in his Academy Award-winning performance. The classic, Stalag 17. At 7:30 on Channel 5's Prime Movie, Thursday.
This one tingles like it's doing more. It's definitely Denorex.
Introducing new Extra Strength Denorex with conditioners. Both have dandruff medicine. Denorex adds an extra anti-itch medicine and conditioners.
It's definitely Denorex.
New Extra Strength Denorex with conditioners.
For great-looking hair.
Every second of an asthma attack can feel like an eternity. That's why there's Primatene Mist. Primatene opens clogged breathing tubes in as fast as 15 seconds. Primatene Mist, the fastest type relief known.
When the stranger brought that bullseye, a showdown was a brewing. There was open pit, hunts, and masterpiece, all trying to outdo him. But as sweet smoke rose from his grill, the stranger stood undaunted. Cause once folks tried that big, bold taste, it was bullseye that they wanted. And throughout the land, they chose one brand. Bullseye beat the rest.
In showdown after showdown, only bullseye is the best.
The big, bold taste of bullseye, that's the best.
Morning. 365 chances every year to start doing something healthy. To keep yourself in balance. And day after day is Evian natural spring water from the French Alps. Like a new morning, it's always there for you to do something healthy.
I used to get severe headaches.
I hurt my back at work.
And I was rear-ended in a car accident. But now,
I feel good.
I feel good.
Naturally, with Yollich Clinics, I feel good.
I feel good.
Don't suffer with pain another day. Look for this ad in your Yellow Pages and call the Yollich Clinic nearest you for an appointment. Start feeling good again, naturally.
With Yollich Clinics, I feel good.
Flight 90, Disaster on the Potomac, co-starring Stephen Mott, will continue after this. Tonight's Prime Movie has been brought to you in part by Citibank, MasterCard, and Visa.
I had my purse snatched on a business trip. I was stranded. No cash, no plane ticket, no credit card, no ID. I called Citibank immediately.
I told her not to worry. With Citibank's Lost Wallet service, I could get her emergency cash, help replace her plane ticket, and get a new Citibank MasterCard to her in 24 hours.
Citibank helped me get home. And after a trip like mine, that's where I wanted to be.
Not just MasterCard, Citibank MasterCard.
The graceful movements of the hula tell an enchanting story.
This one's about an American Hawaii cruise. Here she's saying, book your cruise now and you'll also get some free hotel accommodations. And that means you can bring your kids along for just $99. With American Hawaii, you won't miss a thing, including some free hula lessons.
Assigned work. A car put together by hand with so much care that the craftsmen who made it have actually signed their names to it. On their behalf, we invite you to come in and leisurely inspect every gratifying detail. Introducing the Riata Roadster by Buick. Handcrafted luxury for two.
Okay, I have 30 seconds to show everything you can do in my home state of New Jersey. There. Now all you have to figure out is how to fit it into one vacation.
This is Governor Jim Florio. New Jersey is a state of opportunity, including the opportunity to have a great vacation.
Now, here's the conclusion of Flight 90, Disaster on the Potomac. Tomorrow night at 8, meet Beauty and the Beast, two of Hollywood's brightest stars in the screwiest of all screwball comedies. Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant star in an all-new colorized version of Bringing Up Baby.
Hey, why don't you have cable TV?
My little brother ate my checkbook.
I gave all my worldly possessions to the Bhagwan.
I'm saving up to buy France.
I lost my and bingo.
My budgetary parameters are immutable until the next fiscal reconciliation.
Enough already. Call us and we'll give you up to $50 off installation. Now what's your excuse?
Hi. Today's show, Bashed Borscht. Begin with Reynolds' new Sure Seal sandwich bag. Add 5 beets, 1/2 cup cream, seal the bag, and bot the beets. Oh, baby, bot the beets. Oh, baby. Voila. Bashed Borscht. No other sandwich bag can do that.
They're the toughest plastic bags ever built. Use Sure Seal bags from Reynolds. It's Reynolds Sure Seal or bust.
Next week, stomped steak.
Nobody has ever escaped from Stalag 17.
One of the greatest war movies of all time.
Not alive, anyway.
Prisoners of war, locked in a battle.
I'll kill you!
Where the enemy...
One of us is a stoolie, a dirty, stinking stoolie.
...is from within.
They'll have to kill me to stop me, so talk!
Otto Preminger, Peter Graves, and William Holden in his Academy Award-winning performance. The classic Stalag 17 at 7:30 on Channel 5's Prime Movie, Thursday.
Let me show you a Puerto Rico most people never see. I know a tiny village where the songs of my ancestors fill the air. I know a country inn where the morning coffee is yesterday's harvest. I know special horses that learn their steps from the conquistadors. I know places no one knows.
Celebrate the splendor of spring. The 1990 Cherry Blossom Parade. Saturday.
Now, the most complete news of the world you live in. America's #1 primetime newscast. This is Channel 5's 10 o'clock news.
More than 150 million people in America still breathe dirty air. But tonight,
a landmark revision to the nation's clean air law. Evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. For more than a decade, the U.S. Congress has argued over revisions to the Clean Air Act, one of the nation's major public health laws. Finally, within the hour, the Senate passed a compromise plan that was largely crafted in a closed-door meeting between the White House and the Congress. Channel 5's Brian Wilson reports the bill is being attacked by those who think it's too tough and those who believe it's not tough enough.
Union steelworkers paid by their employers to protest on the steps of the Capitol don't like the Clean Air Bill. Environmentalists say the bill doesn't go far enough.
Basically, the Senate Clean Air Bill doesn't do the job. It takes small steps on some issues, but it's not going to solve the problem of smog in our cities. That's why it's good for General Motors, but not a good deal for the general public.
That kind of talk irks the architect of the Clean Air Compromise, Senate Majority Leader George Mitchell.
So this is a dramatic expansion of current law and an improvement in those areas where current law does exist.
There were similar comments on the road today from the president.
And I again reject the extremists in the environmental movement who would burden our economy by mindless regulation. And I reject those who do not recognize their obligations to clean up our environment.
The Senate bill, the first clean air proposal in 13 years, does require the development of state and local pollution plans to bring more than 100 cities into compliance with federal guidelines. Tougher tailpipe standards by 1995, forcing car makers to reduce hydrocarbon emissions by 22%, nitrogen oxide by 66%. Cleaner motor fuels for 9 badly polluted cities, including Baltimore, Chicago, Houston, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia. And the bill requires acid rain causing sulfur dioxide emissions to be cut in half by the year 2000. The cost of clean air is expensive. By some estimates, the bill carries an annual price tag to industry and consumers of $21.5 billion. Senator Robert Byrd of coal-producing West Virginia announced he could not support the bill because it will put between 3,000 and 5,000 coal miners out of work.
Clean air need not be bought at the expense of economic growth, job losses, and human suffering. I'm sure that this bill will be passed by the Senate. I will not be one who will vote for it.
But in the end, there was only token opposition to the bill.
The yeas are 89 and the nays are 11, and the bill is passed.
Attention now turns to the House, where work begins on what promises to be a more stringent clean air package, one that will likely be opposed by the White House. Brian Wilson, Fox News, Channel 5.
Lithuania is expected to be high on the agenda when Soviet Foreign Minister Edward Shevardnadze meets with Secretary of State Baker tomorrow. Shevardnadze arrived in Washington today for a new round of superpower talks. Channel 5's Patrick McGrath has the story.
Soviet Foreign Minister Eduard Shevardnadze came to Washington today to make plans for a superpower summit in late June. But there is concern that the summit and superpower relations could be put on hold if the Soviet Union uses force to put down Lithuanian independence. Shevardnadze reaffirmed today that Lithuania would have to abide by Soviet law.
We are now writing a new constitution. But for the time being, the old constitution is still in effect. And in any state, everyone has to respect the existing constitution.
Back in Moscow, the Supreme Soviet Parliament approved a bill that permits a republic to secede only if 2/3 of its citizens approve in a referendum. And even then it requires a 5-year transition period to independence. Some legislators said the measure would make it almost impossible to secede. A delegation from Lithuania did meet today with a major advisor to Soviet President Gorbachev, the first such high-level meeting since Lithuania declared its independence.
I would call it a consultation. Let's put it this way, a consultation meeting, and will you please take note of that in your reports?
In Lithuania, the Soviets maintained an intimidating presence, although newspapers did appear on the streets despite a Soviet takeover of printing plants. The most ominous development was the Soviet closing of Lithuania's border with Poland. There had been relatively free access between the two countries. In Washington, the newly named Lithuanian ambassador at large expressed his displeasure with Soviet actions.
I am today not so optimistic because I don't understand Mr. Gorbachev. He is acting like a man with the mentality of the 19th century. I don't think you can deal with the Lithuanian people in this way. And you can't solve any problems with paratroopers and armored cars.
Shevardnadze pledged dialogue.
Честный диалог.
Honest dialogue?
Именно на такой диалог мы делаем ставку с литовским народом и с руководством Литвы.
And this is the dialogue that we are looking forward to with the Lithuanian people and with the Lithuanian leadership.
The Bush administration continued its policy of not publicly pressuring the Soviet Union, but a spokesman said Lithuania will be at the top of the agenda in private talks with Shevardnadze over the next few days. Patrick McGrath, Fox News Channel 5, the State Department.
Israel is stepping up its role into the arms race into space. Today it launched a spy satellite into orbit 19 months after sending up another. The launch comes just one day after Iraq threatened to wipe out half of Israel with chemical weapons if any targets in Iraq were attacked. But Israeli officials dismiss any connection between the launch and the threats.
Our Defense Department has lifted the veil of secrecy surrounding the stealth fighter. The Pentagon says the radar-evading planes cost more than $106 million each, or more than $6 billion altogether. The department says the fighters proved their worth when they surprised Pentagon.